Hello, my name is NJ Franco, and these are my thoughts on There Be Dragons Here by S.L. Rowland. Now, first off, this book review will contain no spoilers, so don't you worry about that. Also, this book does come with a foul language warning, so if you are offended by foul language, just be fair warned. This book is about Hilda Rockfall, who is retired from adventuring after 80 years, and she now lives happily as a dwarven grandmother, making her famous honey crumble cakes for her children and her 21 grandchildren. That is until one of her former adventuring partners passes away and leaves it in his will that Hilda, the last surviving member of their party, spread his ashes in a dragon infested mountain. And Hilda, being the 182 former adventurer now turned dwarven grandmother, she decides, you know what? What's one more adventure? So she, hitches up her boots, put her gear all back on, and she decides to go on one more adventure to fulfill her former adventuring mate dying wish. Now, what I really like about this story is it is classic adventure. Okay, because Hilda and her traveling companion, who I'm not going to name because that would be a spoiler, but her and her traveling companion, they go over mountains and hills, and they go through caves and come across all kinds of freaking monsters along the way. Jellies, which are different than slimes apparently, a water elemental, kobolds, dragons, of course. There are other monsters. I'm not going to name them all. I'm going to, save some for you to find out. But also, there's a good amount of survival skills discussed in this, like what plants are edible in this universe, how to make traps, how to hunt, start a fire. At one point, Hilda is even teaching her adventuring companion how to make a torch, which brings up my favorite line in the whole book, which is you need to make sure it's dried out, otherwise it will smoke like a halfling on holiday. How true is that, right? But anyway, I've spoken on that enough. Moving on. So S.L. Rowland has shown that he is still the pro LGBT ally that he is, and has decided to give one of Hilda's sons, decided to make one of Hilda's sons gay. Because at the beginning of the book, she has all of her children and her grandchildren over for dinner, and her son, one of her sons, and his husband, and their adopted children, I think they have like two or three adopted children, they come over for dinner, and while they're only there for that one scene, and I honestly don't even remember their names, the fact that S.L. Rowland decided to add, gay characters to his story is freaking phenomenal. And this isn't the first time he's done it, but anytime he does it, I feel the need to mention it because, the LGBT need more representation, as big or small as it might be. So good on S.L. Rowland for that. But anyway, I freaking love this story. It was freaking phenomenal. I loved it so much that this is one of the rare times that I actually read the epilogue. Okay, and yeah, I don't usually read the epilogue, and you might be thinking, "Oh, shame on you! You should always read the epilogue." Well, I usually skip it. I'm sorry. Okay, but this is one of those times where after I finished the last chapter and all that was left was the epilogue, I was like, "No, no, no! I need more story. This thing is phenomenal. I'm not done. Give me more." So I read the epilogue too. Um, because like I said, freaking classic adventure. I could not get enough of it. I love classic adventure. My favorite book of all time is The Hobbit. So just love classic adventure, and I could not get enough of it with this book. Now, the very last thing I want to mention though is at the beginning of this video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that Hilda has her famous honey crumble cakes. Well, S.L. Rowland, I don't know whose recipe this is, but he actually included in the very back of the book a link to a honey crumble recipe that I'm thinking maybe I might do a video on. I don't entirely, I don't know yet, because I want to make a video on this honey crumble cake because it's bookish, because it's from a book. It's, but I don't know if it's bookish enough to not like confuse the algorithm into thinking all of a sudden I'm making a baking channel or something like that. And I don't want someone to stumble across, if I do a video on this honey crumble recipe that I found in the back of a fantasy book. I don't want someone to stumble upon that video and thinking, oh, this is a baking channel, and then get disappointed when everything else I make after that is book reviews and book-related content. So, I don't know. I might check out this recipe, and I might do a video on it. I don't know, though, because like I said, it might confuse the algorithm. It might confuse some of the viewers. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see about it. I might just try it on my own and not even do a video on it. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for me. So, until next time, remember, nothing in life is free except for liking, commenting, and subscribing. See ya.